Have you ever pondered what might be causing chronic itching in particular parts of your body? You're not by yourself. We're delving into an important subject in today's video: the 3 itchy patches on older people that may be signs of a shorter lifetime. Health outcomes could be significantly improved by being aware of these indicators. You may learn how to spot these warning signs, comprehend their possible ramifications, and find crucial actions to take in order to address them by watching through to the finish. Keep an eye on things to make sure you're proactive and knowledgeable about your health or the health of those you care about. Don't overlook this important information. The 3 distinct itching spots that are frequently seen in older people may occasionally be signs of a shortened lifetime. It is certainly possible to live to be 100 years old if one does not get itchy in these specific areas. Everyone aspires to be healthy and live a long life. Genetic heredity is frequently the first thing that springs to mind when we consider living a long life. However, studies have revealed that lifestyle choices have a greater impact on longevity than just genetics. It's critical to understand that some symptoms that appear to be minor may actually be early indicators of diseases that could shorten a person's life after the age of 60. Persistent itching in particular regions can be a worrying symptom for older people. This itching can be the body's subliminal indicator that their longevity may be in jeopardy. It is imperative to closely monitor these symptoms. For instance, this year marks Mrs. Young's 60th birthday. She has struggled with constant itching since September. At first, she thought it was a small annoyance, but when winter arrived, the itching became more intense. She tried using body lotion and several ointments to ease the pain, but it didn't get better. Furthermore, Mrs. Young became even more concerned when she observed a notable and inexplicable decrease in weight. Mrs. Young eventually went to the hospital for a comprehensive examination. She was shocked to learn that the itching she had been experiencing for months was actually a sign of lymphoma. She had never thought that itchy skin could be connected to such a serious ailment. So the diagnosis came as a surprise. The link between itchy skin and lymphoma emphasizes how crucial it is to monitor and look into persistent symptoms because they can be a sign of underlying medical conditions that need immediate attention. The body's tissues and organs are home to lymphocytes, a type of white blood cell that is essential to the immune system. Therefore, virtually any area of the body, including the hair and nails, may develop lymphoma, a malignancy of these cells. Histamine and other physiologically active chemicals may be secreted by the malignant lymphocytes as lymphoma develops. After entering the bloodstream, these chemicals travel throughout the body before arriving at the skin. Persistent and frequently intense itching results from the continuous influx of histamine and related substances stimulating the skin's sensory nerve endings. About 20% of people with lymphoma report having some level of skin irritation, according to research. This symptom is a serious warning indication that needs to be addressed, not simply a small irritation. Unexpected itching that does not go away with conventional therapies or prescription drugs may indicate cancer or another dangerous illness. The risk of lymphoma should be taken into consideration. Continued itching should be investigated further, especially if it is accompanied by other symptoms. In addition to skin itching, lymphoma can cause a number of additional symptoms. These could include anemia, night sweats, low-grade fever, chronic lymph node enlargement, unexplained pain, and severe weight loss. Individually or in combination, these symptoms might all offer important hints regarding the existence of lymphoma. It's critical to keep an eye out for these symptoms and to get medical help if they appear. It can be difficult to distinguish between regular itching and itching brought on by cancer. Cancer-related itchy skin includes a number of unique characteristics. First of all, it differs from common, milder types of itching in that it frequently manifests abruptly and without warning. Second, this kind of itching is particularly obstinate. It is difficult to alleviate with conventional drugs and is resistant to usual treatments. Last but not least, the skin usually maintains its visual normalcy, free of rashes or eczema, and is not greatly affected by changes in the weather. Understanding these traits can aid in determining the symptom's possible seriousness and enable immediate medical consultation. It is imperative to seek immediate medical examination for early detection and adequate management if there are symptoms suggestive of lymphoma or if itching continues after multiple treatments. Even though itchy skin is a normal and usually harmless problem that people encounter on a daily basis, persistent itching that does not go away with traditional remedies could be an indication of more significant underlying health issues. When itching happens in some parts of the body without a clear explanation, it is extremely crucial to exercise caution. The following are areas to pay particular attention to. Armpits. Diabetes may be linked to itching in the armpits. The fight for people with diabetes frequently goes beyond controlling blood sugar levels and following dietary guidelines. The delicate balance between the autonomic nervous system and cutaneous nerves can be upset by high blood sugar, which can result in a series of unpleasant symptoms. Dry skin, which results from less sweat and sebum production, is one of the frequently disregarded side effects. The already difficult everyday experience of having diabetes can be made much more difficult by this dryness, which can become a constant source of itching. Furthermore, the issue can get even worse for people who are overweight. The soreness and irritation are made worse by bacteria and fungus flourishing in the armpits due to excessive perspiration. The dry, colder months of autumn and winter, when the skin's natural moisture levels are already low, are typically when this problem is most noticeable. Diabetes-related itching can be particularly upsetting because it is not usually accompanied by outward symptoms like papules or red spots. Rather, it appears as a lingering, cryptic irritability that can affect other areas of the body in addition to the armpits. Since it interferes with everyday activities and lowers one's quality of life, this persistent discomfort can have a significant emotional toll. The ongoing battle with itching and the more general difficulties of diabetes management highlight the importance of understanding and caring care. If you took away any lessons from this, kindly express your gratitude in the video's comment section below. Itching in the anus, an extremely unpleasant and upsetting sensation. Itching in the anal area frequently indicates underlying problems with the health of the anal and rectal regions. This type of itching can significantly affect a person's quality of life and is not just a small annoyance. At first, the discomfort may simply be a tiny inconvenience, such as a slight, localized itching on one side of the anus, but if treatment is not received, the itching may worsen over time and become a chronic and widespread issue. During the night, the itching may become more intense, affecting a wider area and becoming very problematic. Persistent itching in the anal region can cause serious mental anguish for many people, making it more than just a physical annoyance. The incessant urge to scratch can be humiliating and incapacitating, impairing one's capacity to concentrate on everyday duties and get a good night's sleep. This soreness is frequently caused by conditions like hemorrhoids, anal fistulas, rectal cancer, and anal cancer. With their uncomfortable and swollen veins, hemorrhoids can cause irritation that never goes away. Itching is made worse by anal fistulas, which cause unpleasant and continuous discharge. More worrisome are the potential for anal and rectal malignancies, which can exhibit similar symptoms but also include other concerning indicators including bleeding, excruciating pain, or significant bowel habit changes. It is impossible to undervalue the emotional toll that dealing with such enduring and upsetting symptoms takes. It has a significant effect on day-to-day functioning, self-worth, and general health. It is imperative that you get medical help if your anal itching is chronic, getting worse over time, and interfering with your life. Addressing the underlying issue, relieving the discomfort, and eventually re-establishing a sense of calm and normalcy all depend on early intervention. Genital area itching. A number of gynecological diseases can cause itching in the genital area, which is a typical worry, especially for women. These ailments include scabies, genital warts, vulvitis, eczema, and vaginitis. Itching may be the main symptom of any of these conditions, but the underlying reasons and accompanying symptoms may differ. For example, the vulva, the exterior portion of the female genitalia, might become inflamed in vulvitis because of an imbalance in the vaginal flora. This disorder may cause irritation. Harmful bacteria or pathogenic microorganisms may multiply when the delicate balance of microorganisms in the vaginal environment is upset. This disturbance frequently causes an inflammatory reaction, which can show up as vulva and vaginal region, VVA, swelling, redness, and itching. Other symptoms, such discomfort or a burning feeling, may accompany vulvitis in addition to itching. These symptoms can worsen discomfort by becoming more noticeable when doing tasks like urinating or defecating. Scratching the afflicted area in an effort to stop itching might exacerbate the feeling as well, escalating the irritation cycle and making the situation worse. Scabies, a parasitic infestation that can affect the genital area, and vaginitis, which involves inflammation of the vaginal lining, are two other gynecological conditions that can result in genital itching. Other illnesses that can cause discomfort and itching in this sensitive area include genital warts and eczema. Finding and treating the underlying cause is necessary to address genital irritation. A medical professional's accurate diagnosis is crucial for choosing the best course of action and successfully reducing symptoms. If you took away any lessons from this, kindly express your gratitude in the video's comment section below. Regarding the lower legs, hypothyroidism, a disorder in which the thyroid gland does not produce enough thyroid hormones, is frequently indicated by itching in the lower legs. The body's metabolism is slowed down by this hormonal imbalance, which has a number of negative consequences, including the skin drying out. The skin loses its natural moisture content as thyroid hormone levels fall, making it dry, rough, and prone to irritation. Because the lower legs have less sebaceous oil and sweat glands, which typically aid in maintaining moisturized and healthy skin, they are especially susceptible to these alterations. Itching brought on by hypothyroidism can be particularly uncomfortable in the dry autumn and winter months. The air is less humid during these seasons, which exacerbates dry skin and makes itching more likely. In addition to being dry, the skin on the lower legs may become scaly, feel chilly, and turn pale. A strange tingling sensation may accompany the itchy sensation, making the discomfort much worse. A prolonged and uncomfortable sensation may result from this combination of symptoms, which can cause the lower thighs to feel sensitive and irritating all the time. It is vital to remember that hypothyroidism-induced itching differs from other causes in certain ways. Dry itching usually indicates changes brought on by aging, as the skin naturally gets drier with time. Damp itching, on the other hand, is frequently a sign of underlying medical conditions, such as a disease that may be impairing the skin's capacity to retain moisture. It is imperative that you get medical advice if you experience severe, ongoing lower leg itching that becomes worse as the seasons change. Early treatment of hypothyroidism can aid in better symptom management, reducing the uncomfortable itching and enhancing the general comfort and health of the skin. With ties to the Chinese Academy of Traditional Chinese Medicine, Dr. Wang, the distinguished deputy chief physician of the dermatology department at Wangjing Hospital, provides insightful information about the many forms of itching and their root causes. Dr. Wang claims that itching may be roughly divided into two categories: dry itching and damp itching. Each of these categories denotes a different ailment and calls for a different therapy strategy. Elderly people frequently have dry itching, which is usually characterized by rough, dry skin that may peel. The natural aging process, which is characterized by a discernible decline in perspiration and sebaceous gland output, frequently causes this kind of itching. People's skin becomes more vulnerable to environmental variables like dry weather or dehydration as they age, which causes their skin to become more dry and itchy. These feelings are made worse by the skin's diminished capacity to hold moisture, which is why dry itching is a common problem among older persons. On the other hand, damp itching is typically linked to a number of underlying medical disorders, such as abnormalities in the kidneys and liver, high blood sugar, and an excess of moisture in places like the anus and perineum. The body's capacity to detoxify is reduced when the liver and kidneys are not operating at their best, which causes dangerous toxins to build up. The skin may be adversely affected by this accumulation, becoming puffy, rough, and discolored. In some instances, it might even lead to secondary infections like lymphangitis and folliculitis, which can result in more problems and permanent damage. Although scratching could provide short-term, yet effective, relief from itching, it's crucial to get the right care for long-term control. It doesn't address the root of the issue. Scratching continuously might make the condition worse by making the skin more red, rough, and elevated. Changes in skin color, bleeding, and the possibility of secondary infections like folliculitis and lymphangitis can all be consequences of this damage, which can cause more skin damage and scarring. Dr. Wang stresses the significance of addressing lifestyle variables in order to successfully control and reduce itching. Reducing itching and preserving general skin health may require making behavioral adjustments in daily life, such as hydrating the skin more, staying away from known irritants, and treating underlying medical issues. How to avoid dry itching. In everyday life, dry itching is more prevalent than damp itching, particularly during the arid fall and winter seasons. Young adults who disregard skincare may also have dry skin itching, in addition to the elderly. Start by addressing the following factors to stop dry skin from itching. Be mindful of dietary regulations. Limit your consumption of spicy, cold, raw, high-fat, high-sugar, and stimulating foods. Increase your intake of manganese-rich foods such radishes, cabbage, sweet potatoes, and vitamin-rich foods like animal liver, carrots, potatoes, mushrooms. Boost skin care. Make sure you get enough sleep, don't scratch the skin. To hydrate the skin, properly wash your face with cold water. Bathe less frequently in the fall and winter. After taking a bath, apply a moisturizing lotion or cream to seal in the moisture, as much as you can. Alter the harmful living situation. Determine the source of itchy symptoms and stay away from things that make them worse. After watching the story above, do you have any thoughts? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments section. If you enjoyed our video, please like, subscribe, and share our channel. That's all about today's stories. See you next time.